What's going on, everybody? It's Carl Boss alongside the one and only Donnie B. We're welcome to Bossin Out, everybody. What's happening, sir? It's good to see you.
It's good to see you. We're
I
back
know, it's
at it,
back
baby.
at it again.
Let's go.
It's good. I feel like it's been since, 86 since I saw you.
It's around then. It's been a minute.
Yeah, but you should have seen me back then. I had like a hair down here, like a jean jacket,
It's been a long
big
time.
mustache,
Yeah.
like Dirk Diggler.
I think you had a kid in that meantime?
Oh,
Or
in
just-
86?
I mean, just the last time we met.
No, we did something like
Is it? It's been a while.
September or something like that. I think we were talking about a kickoff of the playoffs.
It's felt like a long time.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time,
That's
right?
true.
Or whatever
That's
the saying
That's
is.
the motto.
So, what's new in Donnie B land?
Literally nothing. Same old every time. Work, chilling. But like I told you, I'm going to Nashville tomorrow.
So, what are you doing in
It's a
Nashville?
bachelor party.
Oh my god!
So first time in Tennessee, first time in Nashville. So I'm excited to get going.
I've never been, and
You
you know
know
how
people have never been there.
and you know how I like bachelor parties.
That's what I'm saying.
And I've been doing good. I'm like doing this 30-day cleanse, trying to like eat a little better, trying to take the month off from the beverages a little bit, and try to like just get myself into a good gear.
Has it
And
been
I'm
rough?
like. A little bit,
Yeah.
especially when I get a little stressed, you know what I mean? I get
Yeah.
to, I'm like looking for a little treat or a little something, and I'm just
Just
like,
don't have it.
and now I'm like, God, I would love to get on a plane right now and go to
Go
Nashville and just
anywhere.
completely unravel.
Yep.
Just-
That'll be me this weekend. So we'll see if I make it back.
So what do you got on deck when you get to Nashville?
Drinking. I don't know. I've never been there. I'm just following the lead.
You gonna get a cowboy hat?
Probably
You have
not.
to get a cowboy hat.
hats.
Come on, get a cowboy hat.
I don't
Just
know.
do
We'll
it.
see. We'll see.
Just
Maybe
take
we'll
your
get some like assless chaps because country bar.
Yeah,
you
like
know?
like Mr. Belvedere. You walk in there, like just how much? This is we'll save this for another segment later on. But how much would you need to be paid to wear assless chaps and a cowboy hat?
It depends how many drinks I have in me. 'Cause
Okay.
The price will change.
All right,
Depending
All
on
right,
that.
all right.
So-
So noted.
Noted. Yeah.
All right, so let's get into it. 'Tis the season again. We got
Yep.
Thanksgiving coming up, one of my favorite holidays. You get the family together. You got a couple days off from work.
Yep.
You sit down. You got the game on. You eat yourself into a food coma. It's best. It's
It
just
is.
a relaxing
It is.
time. It's not stressful. You don't have to worry about gifts or anything.
Underrated holiday.
It is a very underrated.
Underrated.
holiday. I love it. I love it. And you got Black Friday shopping. People go
love
out of the
that.
house and go shopping. And you got the house to yourself. It's kind of
Yep.
nice.
Very nice.
So with that being said, what's your favorite? Let's start with Thanksgiving tradition, and then we'll get into like the food a little bit. What's your favorite like side dish?
My favorite side dish, 100% mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mac
Okay.
and cheese.
So are you talking about like the baked kind? Like do you do in the oven, or you like
it's
the
a,
Kraft
no,
blue
not-
box?
I do love Kraft.
I do.
love
I mean,
Kraft.
especially at 3 a.m. You
With some
had a
hot
long
sauce
night.
on it.
Yeah.
This
yeah.
is like a family recipe. I don't know it. My uncle usually makes it, but it's phenomenal.
So and he's like secretive about it.
I don't know if he's the only one in the family who has it or not. I just know that I usually only have that on Thanksgiving and maybe New Year's.
It's like a tradition.
Yeah, that's like the
It
tradition.
is. It's just like it kind of brings you back.
Honestly, it's what I usually only eat because I'm not a big fan of turkey anymore.
I know. You know what? A lot of people say that. It's almost like
I'd rather have ham.
like controversial if you say like
I know.
like I don't like turkey on Thanksgiving.
Just not-
But I mean, you know what? I get it, but it is a little dry.
I like ham. I'd rather do like a honey ham or
I'll do
something.
a honey ham.
you
I'll have a
know?
good honey ham.
Exactly.
Right?
That
Yeah,
never
maybe a
gets
little
old.
Pineapple on top.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Oh my god,
Now you're
sweet,
talking.
delicious. So I always do the turkey because you're obligated to have
You
a
have
piece
to.
of turkey.
Yeah.
Just dump gravy all over it.
Because it's
then
so
with the-
damn dry.
And then you, and then I hear that, but I hear it's good if you like air fry, like cook it in the fryer
Yeah?
deep fry it outside. Except you have to be very careful because you might blow up your house at the
Exactly
same
why I
time.
would even try it because I would blow up the house.
I mean, I think I would try, especially if I had a couple of Heinekens beforehand.
Yeah?
I'd probably take it for a shot. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just back out in the
do it.
backyard a little bit.
You got some little kids. Let's not blow up the house.
Yeah,
and bring
let's
Christmas.
not. It's
and
not worth it,
Thanksgiving
right? Just to get a
not.
little deep fried turkey. Like, that's the end
Skip
game?
out on that one this time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You'll be
I don't
all right.
know. But I mean, I love a good green bean casserole. Like green bean casserole. It doesn't sound like something you would like because I've known getting to know you the last year and a half or so, 2 years doing this show. Like, doesn't sound like something you like. So I think one episode we'll have to bring some green bean
Actually,
casserole.
I love green bean casserole, so you know what? Let's not waste of time. You know.
I love that. Some good mashed potatoes.
Of course, of
the
course.
corn and all that. What about dessert? What are you doing for dessert? What's your go-to? Like right before you cap it off,
know
take a
what?
nap right before the Detroit Lions get blown out on
Yeah,
TV for the
15th
90th year in a
straight
row.
You know, I don't know. I'm not a really big dessert guy. You know, pumpkin pie's all right. I usually don't have dessert. I like get 300 pounds of mac and cheese, and then I'll go sleep somewhere.
That's
I don't usually do the dessert.
I love a good slice of warm apple pie. Dump a little vanilla ice cream on top.
I hate apple pie too.
No?
Something about a warm, mushy apple is absolutely disgusting.
It's
Put it this way, again, I'm convinced, and we talked about this on a previous episode about IPAs. I'm convinced the majority of the country actually does not like apple. They're just programmed to think that's all I know.
It's just like turkey.
Exactly. It's not that good.
Because you're not American if you don't like apple pie and turkey.
Apple pie is 100% probably the most overrated dessert.
It's good. I will combat that. A turkey, I'll say, all right, unless you like really like make it moist. You know, it's everybody's favorite word, the word moist. But we're gonna have some moist apple pie and turkey.
Oh God!
And we're gonna mash it all up together in one big blender.
That's disgusting.
How much would Jimmy pay to do that?
A lot. A lot. Even if I was drunk, because I still wouldn't touch that.
And you gotta you can't throw up. You gotta like actually swallow it.
A lot.
Yeah. All
I
right.
don't even know the number.
All right. Well, noted. Here for next time.
Raise some funds.
So let's keep things moving a little bit here. Unfortunately, we just wrapped up the World Series again.
We did. Fortunately for you.
And you guys made it a little far, too. You had a good run, right? What do you think? All right, let's start with the Yankees, and then we'll get into my heartbreak over here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, obviously it's a letdown. You know, you have that really good year and get swept in the championship series. I mean, credit to Houston. They're a really good team. But
It's cheating bastards.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm bitter, but until that whole team like completely turns over, I'm always going to be convinced that there's something going on.
They still got McCullers and Altuve. I'm just happy.
Bregman.
With McCullers, we lit him up. I just was so happy to see that.
Yeah, I just can't
His
stand
stupid
it.
mullet that he came out to with his little 5 o'clock shadow. He's just like,
Thought he was like all big and bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's, I hate the Astros.
He got 5 home runs.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I could do that. Literally, that's one thing I can do as a professional. I can go out there and give up 5 home runs.
Yeah.
I'll take 1% of his salary.
I will take a tenth of 1%.
Yeah, I could literally do that with no problem.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously it sucks, not winning. That's where the Yankees are in a drought, and so are the Phillies in a championship drought. So it's getting old.
So what do the Yankees need to do from here in free agency to get better for the spring? What do you think?
I thought they were going to get rid of Boone. Kind of seems like they might be keeping him. You got to only re-sign Judge at the right price. I mean, there's been rumors of like the first $500 million player. Absolutely not. Not for a guy who's 31. I think he turned down 230. I'd go up to like 350. I think, what did Harper get, 4?
No, Bryce Harper got 330 over 13 years. But that was in 2019.
Yeah.
The price, I don't know what Toddy's got and all these other guys got. Manny Machado and Mookie Betts, they're all getting ridiculous money.
And this would probably be over 8 years, so that's, 5 years less. So I don't know. I would love Judge, but at the same time, there's got to be a cutoff because then you can get, if it's $400 million, you can get multiple players with that.
You could literally buy a village for that.
Exactly.
You could buy a like an entire like something, like a major business for that. You're going to spend that on one player.
I think we need some outfield. I think we need a shortstop, and I definitely believe we need some pitching.
It's definitely a team effort. I mean, we signed Bryce Harper in 2019 to a giant contract. We didn't sniff the playoffs until this year.
Yeah.
And until we just got like nuclear hot, at the right time.
Yeah, you almost didn't make the playoffs, and then
we only had 87 wins, and then we just came in like the
Astros. They only lost twice the whole pro season.
Yeah, we just started going on a tear, and it's all about getting hot at the right time.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So, I'm not happy with the result, but I mean, I can't change it.
I know, and it was just a magical run. For the Phillies, I didn't expect anything.
They got to the point where I thought they were going to win.
There was a point where I'm like, holy
they're gonna
shit,
do it.
They're going to make this happen.
Yep.
I got like chills.
Especially when they won Game 1, I was like, this team's really going to go out and do this.
They ripped it out, and then Game 3 where they just dominated them.
I was like, they're going to do this. Watch. And even my mom was convinced, and
I was like, they got the next 2 home. There's no way.
Yeah, 1 and 2 at home. Did not see that coming.
And they ran out of gas. They did.
They did.
And there reminded me of that 93 team, just the characters, you had Schwarber, you had Marsh with the long hair and the beard, you had the theme song everybody was doing, I went to NLCS game 4, one of the games.
Yeah, I saw that.
One, and it was just the building was shaking.
Electric.
Shaking.
I think, didn't they say it registered?
Yeah, like a seismic chart.
I remember
so
that.
loud.
Yep.
And nobody sat the entire time. And it was just everybody's just having a good time.
Yep.
Just like drinking IPAs and just going nuts and like
IPAs.
yelling and screaming, and it's just like it was great.
Yeah,
It was just great.
It
It
was
was
an
a good
electric
time.
atmosphere.
It was. So I can't be too disappointed. I had no expectation we go that far.
Sure.
But we'll see. I think they need more pitching.
Yeah,
Outside
I
of
agree.
Nola and Wheeler. Wheeler's kind of been a toss-up. Nola's pretty solid, but after that, it's pretty much
Like Suarez
they're stringing together a bunch of guys for
Yeah.
3-5 innings wherever they can. I mean, Ranger Suarez did amazing.
He did
in one game.
I think he
Just
played
ice
above.
in his veins.
Yeah. Was that the World's? No. Might have been one of the NLCS. I forget which game, what series it was, but he pitched lights out in one of them.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's gonna be a long
There's
off season.
There's always next year, right?
So I've been saying for the last 13 years.
I've been same. Yeah, since 09. Yeah, I mean since you guys
09,
beat us. Yeah.
So we're still waiting here.
It is. Baseball's the toughest to get.
So many games, so many players involved. You say getting hot at the right moment.
And so limited. They've added more playoff spots now, but it's so difficult to get in. Like NBA basketball, literally a Little League team, a Pop Warner basketball team, whatever it is, CYO team can make an 8th seed if you just show
outside
up.
the top 3 seeds in each thing, it's just wide open.
It is.
It's wide
It
open.
is.
Just get in. That's Baseball's so hard. It is so hard.
If you get in, it's like, all right, literally everybody has a shot. Like,
I agree. I agree. So we'll see what happens. Long off season. I think the winter meetings are coming up in December. So we'll see what happens.
We sure will. So kind of sticking with that, we talked a little bit about heartbreaking sports moments. So what's the one that sticks with you from like a kid or anytime recently, just the worst heartbreaking sports moment of your life that you've experienced?
The 2019 NFL season, that Super Bowl in 2020, the Chiefs. It's 6.5 minutes left. We're up 10, and we somehow find a way to lose it. I still to this day I don't think they beat us. We literally found every single way to lose that game in the last 6.5 minutes, and I'm still not over that. I thought the 2012 one against the Ravens was hard.
Yeah.
But that one, 6.5, we held the number 1 offense in the league, Pat Mahomes, to 10 points for 3.5 quarters.
You had the blueprint figured out?
Yeah, just to watch. I can't even talk about it.
I can't either. And mine's the same thing. It's a 2004 Super Bowl where we lost with Fab when I was in high school and we lost to the Patriots. It just literally like ripped my heart out of my soul. I went and cried in the bathtub. Like a big, whatever. But I couldn't digest that. But seeing some of the ones that happened since then. So which one do you think is worse? The Seattle Seahawks losing by doing a bonehead play on the last play of the game against the New England Patriots in 2015, or the Atlanta Falcons losing in 2017 when they're up 21-3 in the final in the fourth quarter with minutes left.
That's tough. Obviously, I loved watching the Seahawks fail as a Niners fan. I love that. But if I was a fan of either team, I'd probably say the Falcons because in the Seahawks one, as heartbreaking as that was, it was one play, it failed, it ended. The Falcons, you just watched your team for a whole,
A whole 75% of the game.
Yeah, dominating this game, and then you just slowly started. You just knew they were collapsing. They couldn't. It was just torture. They slowly watched their team collapse, and they knew this is it. Brady is not going to not win this game. So I think that was a slow burn.
That was the slowest of slow burn. At least for the Seahawks, you could say, all right, we won the year prior.
Yeah, they won it,
the
exactly.
Broncos, so you got your ring. So
Falcons, have they ever won?
They've never won.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So you had it. They were literally polishing the Super Bowl trophy.
Yeah, you did. It was basically on your sideline. You had Brady, Gronk, Edelman, Belichick, all stunned. 28-3. Is that what it was? 28-3.
It was something like that.
28-3. And you just, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever have an answer for that.
I won't. I don't even like either team, but
No.
I can't get over that. I still can't get over that for the Atlanta Falcons.
If I was a Falcons fan, I really think I would never watch football again.
I would have to just never watch it again. I could never enjoy it again.
Yeah,
Even if they won another one somewhere down the road, it would still bother me.
Yep, because you had it, and they've been terrible ever since. And now they're really terrible. So
yeah, and they're in a new era. They're rebuilding.
They're nowhere near it. So to be a Falcon fan, I mean, hopefully a lot of those fans are Braves fans. At least you saw a championship last year.
Yeah.
And or a Georgia Bulldog fan, something to help get over that. But that's tough.
The Hawks are fun, with Trey Young a little bit, but they haven't won anything
that's
yet.
Tough.
Yeah,
that's a slow burn.
It is. Yeah. So let's kick gears a little bit into a different area. So you're a car guy, I'm a car guy. We talked a little bit about muscle cars and tuner cars, but what would you say the best ultra luxury supercar brand is? What's something your favorite? If you're talking Lamborghini, you're talking Rolls Royce, you're talking.
That's what I was gonna say. For
What's your
ultra
go-to?
luxury, I'm thinking of Rolls Royce. I mean, you watch the music videos with Rick Ross. I mean, that thing looks like it's a car, and it looks like he's sitting first class of like a private jet. It doesn't even remind me of a car. Instantly, ultra luxury, not like, I mean, it's still got probably great performance, but just the ultimate luxury aspect of it, it's got to be a Rolls.
It's got to be so comfortable. I mean, those cars are they're literally handmade. Those cars are handmade, every bit of it. So that's why they're like $500,000 a piece. But I would love to just sit in one. Yeah, get dropped off down the street at Applebee's or something like that. But like, can you imagine getting pulled up?
If I
They
saw
get half-price
Rolls-Royce-
appetizers.
If I saw a guy have a Rolls Royce and he comes into an Applebee's past 9 p.m. to get half off appetizers, I'm questioning a lot. I mean, what are you doing? Princeton is 5 minutes that way. And you're at an Applebee's and a Rolls.
He's like, man of the people.
Yeah. I'd have a lot of questions for that guy.
Yeah.
But I'm going Rolls for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you could say like Lambo and all that for performance, but it doesn't look comfortable. You're in like a cockpit.
It's a tiny cockpit, small seats. Like the Rolls Royce, it looks like you're just in a recliner, and you can just sit there and just basically let the car drive itself for the most part. It seems like, and just enjoy life.
I mean, that's a car you get with the driver. I don't think you're driving.
That's what I'm saying. You just sit in the back and you have your own butler driving the car.
I don't think I want to drive it. It's it's like big, heavy car, big 12-cylinder engine.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right,
It's
this
a
is
cruise
like,
ship.
I feel like I'm driving a tractor trailer here. Yeah, it's just like, this
Exactly.
isn't fun or comfortable.
It looks like a very big, clunky car, but I'm telling you, the inside, gorgeous, man. Gorgeous.
Yeah, and then Lambo, it's all about performance. That'd be fun to drive and all that, but I'm going to go with somewhere in the middle. I'm going to go with like Aston Martin, which I think
that's
it's a little...
great, that's a nice combo. It's like a hybrid of the two.
Yeah, it's a luxurious.
Yeah.
You put the roof down.
I like that.
It'd be fun. I feel it just grips around you. I'm sure the handle. I've never driven one or ridden in one, but I'm sure the handling is just off the charts and just.
That's
like,
a great choice. Good
I
job.
can jump in for a second. I worked at a car auction back in 2017 for a summer. I did drive some nice cars. Not a big fan of like the Lambos because it takes me like 10 minutes to get in and out.
So you drove a Lambo?
It was something either that or something very similar.
So
but
what
like,
did you have to? Do you know how to shift that or anything? 'Cause it's not like you just turn like starting up a minivan.
I think those are
it was
paddle
just driving
shifters.
at like 5 miles an hour through an auction, but like
Did it
I
like?
can't get in and out of it.
Well, yeah,
It's too small for me.
Very low to the ground.
I need my SUV.
yeah.
That's true.
Did you get your Bronco yet?
Still wait. So it recently got converted to a 23.
Oh, good. All right.
They started production on the 23s back in October, and there's like 5 dates in November. It was the 4th, the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. I haven't been on the first 2 of November yet, so I'm hopefully on one of the last 3.
So what happens if you like totaled your car right now? You're gonna trade.
Well, I
in
get the
towards it?
insurance money,
Oh, well, that's true.
and I just bank it and give that to the
Ford,
dealership
yeah.
when I get the car. And we have an extra car at the house, so
Oh, good.
I would
All
have
right.
something. But I mean, I don't want to total
No,
it.
yeah, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I would. You never want to total it. Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be good for it all. So let's stick in with because I just saw a trailer. Boss sent me the trailer for Rocky 9. Creed 3 is coming out, so it got me thinking a little bit. I'm going down a rabbit hole of action movies a little bit. So, what would you say your favorite action movie
Well,
is?
if you asked me this a couple years ago, I would have said Fast and Furious. They've gotten just kind of ridiculous.
Just now they're getting
No, not just now, but I mean the last one was so off the wall that I don't even know what to call it.
Are they in space yet?
They were in that
Oh.
one. They with a car, and then basically was it Tyrese was basically wearing, I think was wearing like a fishbowl, and I was like, this is ridiculous.
That's a little. I mean, it's just like they go from the first one where they're like in Los Angeles driving
Selling
like
bootleg, like DVDs. So now we're in space in a Prius. Like I don't understand. I don't understand. I mean, when the new one comes out, you know I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it because I want to know what happens.
How's it getting any more ridiculous?
I don't know, but I'm wondering what happens if they keep making these movies and eventually everything's gonna be all electric. Is it just gonna be like super quiet? Like,
Yeah.
I think this is the last one coming out, the 10th one. So I think they're exiting right before the push of electric cars.
yeah,
Because I don't know how they're gonna do that. I really don't want to know, to be honest with you.
yeah, it's same. Just be like they pull up to the line and then just like it's just like they're getting all excited. Like he's like. They always have that saying, one of those punny sayings from Vin Diesel or whatever. He's just like, he's like, a lot has changed. You're right. And then
family's forever.
Family's forever. And then then they go, rum, rum, but it would just be like,
Yep. Or like the 500 like shifts. I'm like, that's a 6-speed. How are you shifting so much? And keep accelerating. Like you're in like a Civic. Some things I'll never understand. But I guess like a real action movie.
That makes the noise.
That's what all it is.
That's a lie. This is a lie.
Yeah.
This is literally lying. Yeah.
But now I just saw the remake, or not the remake, I guess it's technically the sequel, Top Gun. Oh, loved it.
I watched it on a plane recently. I loved it.
Loved it. So right now, since you asked me that, I'm a Top Guns here because I think that second one, because usually sequels are, you don't know what you're going to get. That was so good.
It was better than the first. I never say that.
Yeah, I know.
Saw the first one, but I loved the second.
So Top Gun, if you haven't seen it, oh my God, go see it. It is so good. And I don't really watch a lot of Tom Cruise stuff. But
yeah.
Phenomenal in that movie.
Yeah.
And then Miles Teller.
So
good.
If you can, I mean, I saw it in theaters, but if you can watch it with surround sound, because they use real like G fighter planes and all that. So
IMAX cameras on the planes.
And literally the sounds, and it's like you feel it, the experience and all that.
They show that before I think before the movie or after, I can't remember. If they're showing on the actual like what do they call the ships that have the
aircraft carriers.
Yeah, and they're showing them take off and land. Like they're actually using real footage, which is it's amazing. It's not like CGI so it's cool.
And I like the little nostalgia thing because for those who haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, it starts out with the same like kind of background soundtrack as the '86 movie, and then it goes into the Kenny Loggins like Danger Zone, which is like the famous song. And I'm like, I popped for them. Like, yes, because I love like '80s throwback stuff.
Oh, I know you do.
I do, yeah. The only thing, I mean, I love the movie, but I always think about like the logic of it. I'm like, isn't Tom Cruise like 65 years old? Would he still be an active Navy like pilot?
Well, he was like training people. That was his whole thing.
And they pulled him out of retirement. I get it. I try to suspend belief.
I'll tell you what, if he's 65, he looks damn good for 65 years
handsome.
old.
I mean, I would take him out to dinner. Just, just hey, like
whatever gets you off.
Yeah. Jeez.
Oh
okay.
man, that's a good one. I mean, I'm gonna go with the Rocky series. I love it. You know, it's the true underdog story. It just gives you hope. Yeah. And then the sequels.
And then it's just 9 times.
Just 9 times later, and it's just I just love how it goes from an underdog gritty story to like super ridiculous 80s action movie, and then to like an art house film again in like 1990 with 5, and then like the kind of cheesy comeback in 2006, and now they kind of got cool and trendy with the Creed series.
Creed 1 is probably like one of my favorite movies, to be honest.
Yeah, but
so good.
Yeah,
the first one.
It was like hip, and they like the way the way it was written and all that.
Well done. Like, not to say the others weren't, but like that was on another level.
It was, yeah. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay, but I do love me some Top Gun.
Then we've got 2 solid choices there.
Mm-hmm, we do. All right, I
like it.
Let's keep it going.
Sure.
So going back to sports a little bit, because I just saw the Sixers' new city-themed uniforms.
City edition,
I was not a big fan of it. I know they're trying to just like come up with alternates to sell more stuff. But what would you say the best-looking sports uniforms, either past or present?
Oh, that is tough. And there's so many good sports. Ones out there. I guess this is one of my things I love. It's both current and past. Is obviously the Oregon Ducks for college football. Yeah. They're always bringing out something awesome. That is tough, man.
I'm gonna jump in while you're thinking about that.
Please do.
I don't like the team at all, but I'm a real big fan of like the throwback Orlando Magic jerseys from the 90s with the black pinstripe and the stars and the gray and the blue. I'm like, that. It's fresh. That's a fit. That's a good looking fit right there.
I'm so mad that I couldn't think of it right away, and you brought it to basketball. How did I forget about the old Toronto Raptors?
Oh my God.
With the purple and the actual Raptor on it, like the Vince Carter T-Mac days. Oh my God. I have the Vince Carter purple throwback jersey. Those are some of the best in my opinion too. I love them.
The 90s throwback, the 90s themed NBA jerseys, I think just above all, league-wide are the best. You had the Memphis Grizzlies with that like teal like look.
Pistons with
the Pistons with it was like the car
the
exhaust.
tailpipes coming out.
The Warriors had that cool looking thing, now.
Honestly, those should be the jerseys. Say now, you know what it is? I think it's more of like for the most part anyway, it's more like a simplistic type
It's very
of-
clean. Everything's
It's like a
clean
white
looking.
jersey, black lettering, or vice
Yeah, or
versa.
everything. There's too many red, white, and red and blue and red, white, blue like combos. Like the Wizards have that now. The Sixers obviously have it.
Yep.
The Pistons. It's just like, dude, get some variety going.
Yeah, the 90s definitely had some of the most elite jerseys you could have, especially in the NBA.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
what was another one? Was it the old Denver Nuggets had a pretty nice
Oh, they had the
jersey?
multicolored
The
kind
Jazz
of thing. Yeah,
had
the
a good one.
Jazz.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of great NBA jerseys from back then.
Yeah, I would say, my answer, I'm moving it from the Orlando. See, the entire, call it 1996 NBA.
Every team, throw your hat in there. We love it.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all of the NBA 90s. Yeah.
All right, so we're going to wrap up this episode here with a new little fun, because it's kind of playing off of what we talked about a little bit earlier. Of how much would you need to be paid to do something?
Let's
So
hear
I
it.
came up with a couple of questions for you here.
man,
You ready for this?
I guess.
All right. How much would you need to be paid to, we'll start it off with the layup here, wear a Speedo on the beach in front of other people?
If I'm drunk, I'll probably do it for free.
Okay.
If I'm stone cold sober, I think it's like $50.
All right, so that's a reasonable ask.
Like $50 and
Because
do it.
it's just like, all right, that's an acceptable thing. It's a
Yeah,
little
people-
like,
some
all right,
people
you got
do
some,
wear it.
you got some courage.
Some courage. It's not a completely like unheard of thing or
Yeah.
unseen thing at the beach.
Once
Yeah.
you're over